What's good, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the driveway for part 3 of our series What's New here at the 2023 Houston Auto Show. And well, hopefully I'm not too biased in this particular round, because we are jumping from our good old US of A across the Pacific Ocean to our friends in Japan to see what the folks at Honda have to offer for those seeking a new ride in the new year. So for this section, I'm going to try to withhold my bias as much as possible, because as you guys know, I currently own a 9th generation Honda Accord. And while this 10th generation here sitting in Sonic Gray is an absolutely beautiful example, the real headline of this show is that they have brought out a pre-production spec of the all-new 2023 Accord. And, you know, I'm just going to be honest and say it. There are some things I like about it, but there's quite a few things that I don't. The color on this particular one is absolutely gorgeous, and I guess kind of like the 10th gen. I guess looking at it in the flesh here, it's starting to grow on me just a little bit, but it's not my favorite design of the Accord that they've ever dropped overall. Now, the big headline for this one is that, to start with, most of these Accords are going to be hybrids, so you will still be able to get the internal combustion engine in it. However, the majority, like this touring model here, are going to be hybrid only. That is a huge downfall for me, but I'd really love to get my hands on one of these, because, well, it'd be nice to kind of compare how these cars have differed in almost a decade. You know, putting my own personal vehicle up against its newest sibling. I love the wheels on that, by the way, the black and machine face finish. But I'll tell you what I do like about it is it's much sleeker. It kind of has a much more almost lift back kind of style. So you have, it almost looks like the windshield and the trunk could be one and the same, but then that would kind of detract away from it. But you know what? It's actually not too bad of a car, or at least too bad looking of a vehicle. But like I said, give it a few more months, or maybe, you know, a little bit later into this year, and I might start changing my tune. But for right now, I'm sticking with my 9th gen. But of course, if you want to talk about some of Honda's hottest products, you can't go without looking at the Civic Si and its brand new counterpart, the FL5 Civic Type R. 315 horsepower. I know there have been reviews done on this car out the wazoo, but I'll tell you guys, this is the first time I've actually seen this car in person. And sitting here in the Boost Blue with the black wheels and the red brake calipers, this is a serious looking vehicle. I love the wider fenders on the front, how you can kind of see how they dip in a little bit. The weight on the back is a bit of an interesting one as well. Then of course you got that signature triple exhaust down at the bottom. Definitely a worthy successor to that Type R badge. And you know what? It's so funny. A lot of people kind of have mixed opinions about these, because a lot of people are saying that the FL5, or at least this new 11th gen Civic, isn't exactly to their taste. But you know what? Unlike the wild and raucous FK8, I really love how this one has just matured much more. It's a lot more rounded, and in my eyes, and I know this is a far stretch, but it's a little more handsome in my opinion, and I really like the way this thing looks. Just see if you can see the inside real quick. Look how bright that interior is. That is crazy. And then of course, 6-speed manual only. Good on you, Honda. No dual clutch transmissions for the Type R this year, and I'm very much thankful. Also, before we start looking at Honda's new crossovers, or the newest iterations of their crossovers, I have to show you this. The World Champions Edition wrapped Houston Astros Honda Civic. This is cool. Civic Sport, so you can tell because it's got the black wheels. Looks like underneath, can't tell if this is the wrapped part of it or not, but it looks like it's in a GM Blue Pearl car underneath. But that is sweet. But now getting over into the Honda crossover segment, we have 3 of Honda's newest. The new HR-V, the new CR-V, and the new Pilot over there in the middle as well. So let's start with the smallest one here. I like the back end though. It has kind of a Civic-esque kind of vibe. Whereas the front, that's the part about it I'm really not so sure about. It's a great looking little car. Oh, I guess the power's off. Let's take a look inside real quick. Okay, so you've got the digital gauges, or the half digital gauges, much nicer infotainment. This one's got the full leather seat, so I think this one is a Touring or an EXL, so those are the only ways I know you could get it. Let's look. Okay, yeah, this one's an EXL, so this one's pretty well loaded. But like I said, that front end, not quite to my taste. So let's move on to its bigger sibling with the brand new CR-V. And just looking at it from the back, I swear, when I first saw this thing in pictures, I thought I was looking at one of Volvo's new SUVs, because the rear taillights here have sort of that Volvo-esque kind of look. But that's not such a bad thing, because, well, Volvo is one of the more niche luxury brands out there versus Honda being a mainstream automotive manufacturer. But then coming around to the front, now I'm starting to see kind of where they got the inspiration for the new Accord design with the slimmed down LED headlights. This one has a full blacked out grille. This one I believe is a Sport Touring, because it's got the black wheels and it's got all the blacked out bits on it. Let's take a look. Yep, all-wheel drive Sport Touring. Very, very nice looking. Look at that. I love the stitching right here, the black and the brown. That's so pretty. And since we didn't get quite the good look at the interior of that new CR-V, let's come back over here, because they have a second 2023 CR-V. This one is an EXL. Still in black, which is nice, but let's take a better look at the inside. I like the tan leather in this one. Material feels a pretty good quality. Let's step on in. Wow, the seating position is absolutely perfect. Visibility is awesome. You got your half digital gauge cluster, whole new infotainment display here. But again, very Civic-esque in the way Honda is doing these things. So you've got like the solid air vent that goes all the way across, wireless charger, drive mode selector. Very, very interesting look to the new CR-V. But you know what? Like I said, that just reaffirms my thoughts from before. I like it. But if you want to talk about being the biggest and the baddest in your Honda, then take a look at the all-new 2023 Pilot. Now, they do have another one parked over there, but that one is getting absolutely swarmed by people. But this one in particular, I'm actually really a fan of, because this is the new Pilot all-wheel drive Trail Sport. I'm loving the color on that. It's got its new Trail Sport badge right there in the grille. Love the more aggressive Continental tires on those dark gray wheels. Kind of taking on more of like a Toyota / TRD kind of approach. And they're actually allowing people to get up here. So let's take a quick gander at the inside of this. Wow. That is so pretty. Love the back seats with the black and the brown to kind of give it that off-road rugged look. And then as we come around to the back, Trail Sport. That is one wicked looking SUV. Well, that wraps up part 3 of our series, What's New, here at the 2023 Houston Auto Show. I hope you guys have been enjoying yourselves as much as I have, because I am like a kid in a candy store here. But anyways, if you like what you see, give this video a thumbs up, or any of the others, and also be sure to subscribe for plenty more of this series to come in the future. But I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.